If you ever wondered what goes on in Delray Beach, Florida, then this video is for you. This video, we're going to be walking all around Delray, the downtown area, all over the Intercoastal, and of course, the beach. This is Ray Fernandez. I'm living in Palm Beach, Florida, and what I do is I tell people about all there is to do in Palm Beach, Florida. Today we're going to be in Delray Beach. If this is the first time into my channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button over in the corner. While you're at it, ring that little bell. What that'll do is that'll notify you each time we put out a new video. We put out new videos every single week. 15 years ago, my family and I relocated to here, sunny South Florida, and we haven't looked back. I find it an honor today to do exactly the same for people moving and relocating to sunny South Florida. It is an honor, and trust me, there are a ton of people considering moving to this beautiful area. So if you find yourself in that category and are considering a move to sunny South Florida, or just even thinking about it, please reach out. You can either call me or text me or email me. And also, if you fail, one of the best ways is in the description and in the comment section. There's a link there. Click on that link. What that'll do is that'll connect us put some time on our schedule, either through a phone call or through a Zoom. In any case, I got your back when relocating to here in sunny South Florida. We help so many people relocating here, and we absolutely love it. Just before sunrise here at Delray Beach, Florida. Delray Beach is in the southern part of Palm Beach County. It has one of the most unique environments in terms of there's a downtown that is right off the beach. In fact, I think it's the only in Florida where the downtown area is right off the beach. I love coming here during the sunrise because it's absolutely beautiful. A little bit overcast today, as you could see. It's about 7 o'clock, and the sun's meant to come up at 7:08. So we'll watch that. I wish it was a little bit more sunny. Maybe I'll try to get some clips of this at some other days and some other dates where it's a little bit more clear. But a lot of people come here this time of the morning to watch the sun come up. Now we're in September, the end of the summer. So a lot of the people from the season are not here right yet. That's a factor because we get a bigger population here in Palm Beach County in the winter time, starting around October. So in the middle of next month, the weather's going to change a bit. It's going to cool down. The humidity is going to disappear, and the snowbirds will come. In the winter, up in the north, the leaves change, the trees change. Well, in Palm Beach County, the license plates change, which means a lot of people from out of state come to this area, and we see our population in some areas swell. Like Palm Beach Island, it will literally, I think it's like 3 or 4 times what they normally get in the summertime. That's what it'll be. That's the population in the wintertime. In Delray Beach too. Delray Beach is similarly. They get a fair amount of snowbirds. People rent Airbnbs here, and they'll spend weeks at a time. There's a lot of resorts and beach clubs and stuff like that in the area. But let's see if I can get back here. You can see some of the condos and stuff. If you go up Atlantic Avenue, you'll see a lot of condos. Expensive, especially near the beach. Expensive real estate. Communities like the single-family home communities, gated communities. They have them in Delray, but they're further west. If you go all the way out to the western communities of Delray, you have Saturnia Isles, you have Dakota, you have Boca Bridges, Lotus. Boca Bridges and Lotus are some of the newer communities. They're a lot of money. In fact, Boca Bridges, I'm going to do a video on that coming up next month, sometime in October. They're sold out, and they're going to be selling their models. So that should be interesting. And the models in most new construction are offered at a higher price than when they were originally selling. And the reason being is because the models have a lot of upgrades in them, and so they're all decked out, and so they price it accordingly. And sometimes with the models, they'll actually offer them with the furniture too, which makes them again a little bit more pricey than if you were to buy when the community is being sold initially. So here we are. It's a Wednesday morning, and it's a little bit overcast, so the traffic, the people here, not going to be so great as if it were other times. Later in the week, you'll get more people, especially if the weather's nice, and certainly if we're more in the season. Over here, back that way, you see the Lifeguard House. I've seen there usually is a bunch of people that will hang out there. I'll see them on Saturday mornings especially. They'll all come out. They'll all bring their lawn chairs, and they do like a little talk it over time, I guess. They'll be here before the sunrise, like about even before now, and they'll stay like an hour into after sunrise. These are people that just are able to walk to town. Parking in Delray in general is tough. I say that because there's a lot of restaurants and stuff on the streets. I'm parked right now right off the ocean, off Ocean Boulevard, but it's because it's this early in the morning. Parking is free until 8 o'clock, and after that there's a meter. So then you just do park by the meter. You put your credit card in, and you park that way. So I'm almost never here at that time. I love coming here during the sunrise. These are some of the nicest sunrise you'll ever see in really on the east coast of the United States. So I've mentioned this before. Palm Beach County is really runs from the south. The south end is Boca Raton, Florida, all the way up to Jupiter, Florida, and the southern part of Palm Beach County, meaning like Boca Raton and right here Delray Beach, is a little bit more urban, a little bit more city, a little bit more congested. But I wouldn't consider Delray necessarily congested as I would Boca Raton. If you go to the northern part of the county, like last week I did a video on, I did moving to Jupiter, Florida. It was a vlog, and up there it's probably about, I don't know, 40 miles from here. It's much more rural. It's not as built out. Delray is a little bit older, and when I say older, meaning it's a little bit more established. Also, in general, what you'll find here in Delray, again, it's overcast, there's not as many people here. You'll see a lot of people running, jogging the beach. On Ocean Boulevard, what you'll lots of times see will be bicyclists. There's a bicycle lane, and if you come on a Saturday, my gosh, they like take over the street. So the people who ride bikes in Delray Beach, what they'll do is they'll do it sort of like in packs. So I guess they have bike clubs, and they'll literally they'll probably start like around Boca Raton, come right up Ocean Boulevard, and drive all the way up from Boca through Delray, which is actually beautiful, and into Boynton Beach. You'll find that there's some beautiful homes along the ocean here. Exquisite. I mean, you're talking millions of dollars. Probably not as much as what you'll find on Palm Beach Island. Palm Beach Island, for those who don't know, is sort of like the playground for the ultra rich. I'm talking like billionaire status type of stuff. It's the fourth most expensive zip code in the United States, and the homes there can be as much as $35-50 million. I mean, the homes in Delray, between Delray and Boynton, are not quite that, but they are up there. I know it's overcast, but still, my God, what a beautiful morning. This is one of my favorite beaches to come and watch the sunrise. I like coming here, and one of my other favorite ones is Palm Beach. Palm Beach, the island, is another great one. That's a little bit more quiet. This one's a little bit more active in general. So I get asked this question a lot. I live in wherever. If you live in like Manhattan, I live in someplace sort of urban. I want a place where I can walk around. Well, if that's the case, if that's what you're after, if that's your goal, I highly recommend Delray Beach. It's a very, very walkable city, and the east part especially. There's a lot of restaurants. There's a boat there for cruises as well. There's just a lot of activity. The nightlife is really good. You walk Atlantic Avenue. Atlantic Avenue, by the way, is the main thoroughfare. Is the main street going through Delray Beach. It runs from east to west, and right around Swinton. There's a road there called Swinton. Right around there is sort of where downtown sort of starts. There are lots of artsy, lots of unique little neighborhoods within Delray, but there's also some places you want to watch out for too, because if you can go, if you get a little bit off the beaten path in Delray, you can be a little bit dodgy. So you need to watch that. So if you're working with a realtor and you like Delray, just be careful. And my advice is to have your realtor scope it out and do a virtual tour or see it for yourself, because it's important. There are some, but most of Delray is nice. If you're on Atlantic Avenue, you're safe. It's sort of like Manhattan for New Yorkers out there, who used to be at least. When you walk through Manhattan, even in the middle of the night, there are enough people around that it's usually pretty safe. At some point later today, somebody's gonna come here and put the temperature and the water temperature and so forth. One of the things you'll find about the waters here in Florida, even in the winter time, they're warm. Even in January, I'll see the water temperature posted in the 70s, 76 degrees, something like that. Very different than if you go to like the Pacific Ocean, if you go to California, which I know they have great beaches as well. But here the waters are very warm. And for people who want to be able to travel from the north to come on vacation and to go into the ocean water in crazy months like January and February, Florida is a way to do it. Florida has some of the nicest beaches on the East Coast. I've said this a million times, but it's so very true. I've mentioned before the northern beaches I like a lot. Juno Beach is really nice, and so is Jupiter Beach. But in the southern part of Palm Beach County, this to me is my favorite. Delray Beach is my favorite beach in Palm Beach County on the southern part. Hard to see it today, like right now, but in the during the day, they will have lots of people out here, and as you can see, these chairs. They'll have umbrellas. In fact, I'm going to walk over here. This is the entrance to the beach from Atlantic Avenue. This is the most popular way to get to the beach. And if you come this way, lots of times right around here, there's a gentleman here that will where you can rent umbrellas, you can rent chairs and so forth. As you can see here, they have us. So you can see that oceanside service. So when you come during the popular times of the day, especially late morning, especially on the weekends, especially when the weather's really nice, you'll see him out here. And this beach will be filled with umbrellas, all the way from here, all the way down to beyond where your eyes can see. The cloud formations I find in the morning by the beaches here in Palm Beach County are just exquisite. I'm not sure if you can see this here. It goes from cloudy to beautiful blue skies and down this way. The best skies are in the morning here in Palm Beach County, no doubt. So how big is Delray Beach? Where is Delray Beach exactly? So Delray Beach, the population here is about 70,000 people. It's not the biggest city in Palm Beach County, but it's one of them. The biggest city in Palm Beach County is West Palm Beach, which is about, I think, 110 now, 110,000 people. So this is probably the third largest city, Delray, with Boca Raton being the second. So Delray Beach is just north of Boca Raton, Florida. It's just south of Boynton Beach, Florida. There's a new area they built in Delray Beach called the Boynton Beach Market. It's one of the largest food courts in all of Florida. So I'm saving that tour for one of my future videos. That in itself is probably a video all onto its own. So stay tuned. Well, it's getting late. I've been here about 45 minutes. So didn't realize how lost track of time. As I mentioned earlier, they start monitoring the traffic and on the street along Ocean Boulevard, and that starts around 8 o'clock. So I'm going to get back before I have to pay to park here. Of course they have these things, so if you're walking the beach all day, whoop, not supposed to hit that one. A little wet there, but they have one down here for your feet. Get the sand off your feet before you get in the car. See, here at Delray, they have metered parking for the most part. Here we are along Ocean Boulevard, and you just basically put your license plate in here, and they have a mobile app. You can pay that way. It's a great way to just park and leave it go. If you're here before 8 o'clock in the morning, you don't have to worry about it. It's free. In fact, they only charge you from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. So over here we have the 2-hour narrated sightseeing cruises. It's for this ship right here called Lady Delray. We're right on the Intercoastal. So we're right before, if you go down Atlantic Avenue and you're about to go over the bridge to get onto the island part of Delray, that's where this is. And this is the Lady. This is Lady Delray. You can do a short cruise from here. I like this little walkway. This is Veterans Park over here. That's where I just parked because it's free. It's one of the only places in Delray Beach to park. And I normally, especially if a time like this where there's not a lot of traffic, we're about 11 o'clock now on Thursday, I'll go there. But this is where the boat docks. You can see it's a large boat. And here's some condos we have along the way. And this is the Intercoastal Waterway. This is especially busy. This road will be this waterway will be exceptionally busy, especially on the weekends. You can stand here on that bridge right there, and you'll just see the boats just coming one after another after another. Here's the sign for it here. That's Veterans Park right there. Here's the statue they erected in Veterans Park. So this statue was erected in honor of the of the dead of the armed forces in World War I, World War II, and also Vietnam. This is Veterans Park. So here's one side of the Intercoastal. Walking over the bridge to get to the island. I like this restaurant. It's again a little bit early for it, but this is called Deck 84, and as you can see, they have outdoor seating. In fact, you can even, if you like, you can drive your boat right up to right in there and dock your boat and go for lunch. So what'll happen, you'll get some big boats that come through here, and what happens is this is like a drawbridge, and they'll make you wait. You'll be walking or driving if you're coming over the bridge, and I think it's every half hour. We're going to check the sign out in a bit. Every half hour the bridge will go up, and the large boats will go through, and they'll stop all traffic along Atlantic Avenue. So now we're on the island part of Delray Beach. You can see there's a lot of condos here. As you go towards the western part of Delray, they have a lot of single-family homes and a lot of gated communities. Here in the downtown part of Delray Beach, they have some houses, but they have a lot of condominiums as well. Downtown Delray is extremely walkable. As you can see there, I hope you could see there, it's the instructions for the bridge. The drawbridge here opens every quarter hour and 3/4 hour. So every 15 minutes past the half hour, or 45 minutes past the hour, I should say, the drawbridge opens. This whole street is going to go up in the air, and all the larger bridges are going to go right through this intercoastal here in Delray Beach, Florida. So you'll find that of the restaurants on Atlantic Avenue, most of them, believe it or not, are west of the Intercoastal. So there aren't a ton of restaurants that are closer to the ocean. There's a couple as we will pass, but here most of the better known restaurants are you will find on the west side of Atlantic Avenue, west of the Intercoastal. You can find some single-family homes just off the avenue. Here in Delray, a lot of people know it's referred to Atlantic Avenue as the Avenue. You can find some single-family homes here, just a little bit off the avenue. If you were to come here into Delray Beach on Friday night, Saturday night, place will be rocking. Very, very active night scene. In fact, it's probably one of the most, if not the most, active night scene in all of Palm Beach County on Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. This restaurant coming up is Vic and Angelo's. It's one of the nicest restaurants here, I think, on Atlantic Avenue. They do all kinds of food here. If you want to stop for ice cream, I'd recommend stopping here at Sloan's. They have one of these also down in downtown West Palm Beach by what they call today Rosemary Square, and also by Clematis. They moved it around a couple times there. But what's really cool about this place is that if you walk in the bathroom, it has complete walls. It has walls, and you can see right into the bathroom. Once you shut the door, it frosts out all the walls. So I'm about to walk into a section of Delray Beach called Pineapple Grove. You'll see it's very artsy, as you can tell by pineapple-y walls here. This is the entrance. This is the entrance off Atlantic Avenue. Here we have a statue that's called Character Counts. It's dedicated to the Boy Scouts of America, the Eagle Scouts, I should say, of America. And here we have one of the more popular bar restaurants. It's called The Office. So if you like Cuban food, this is the restaurant to check out. It's called Cabana El Rey. So here we have Old School Square. I find when I come here on a Saturday in particular, they'll have a lot of markets here, flea markets and stuff like that. They have a farmer's market. Farmers markets are great. If you're a cook especially, and you like to go and cook your own food and want fresh vegetables and fruits and things like that, farmers markets are the best here in South Florida, because the season is basically October through April. A lot of the farmers markets will close down after the season's over. In fact, one of the biggest farmers market is in downtown West Palm Beach, down at the bottom of Clematis, one of my favorites. In fact, on Sundays, what's great about that is it's free to park, and we go down there, and it's I think they have 95 exhibitions and tables and so forth. Here in Delray, they use this area right here, all of this, and it's pretty big. I think the one in West Palm Beach is slightly larger, but this one here is very big. So over there in the distance, you have the Delray Beach Market. That's actually just opened up. That's a new thing. It's sort of like a big giant food hall. It's the largest food hall in the entire state of Florida. Over here we have Ocean One, very popular. It's probably the most popular restaurant in the plaza here, and you can see it's screened off right now. So when I was here in the wintertime, it's really popular in Palm Beach County when you're in the wintertime, if you're eating at restaurants, to eat outside. When I was here in the wintertime, this thing was not screened in. They added this. So they'll probably take this down as we approach winter and it cools down, and more people come to the area. So watch for that. If you're coming to West Delray and the Delray Marketplace, I would check that place out. It's really good. Menu's really has a lot of stuff, good variety on the menu. We have another restaurant in the plaza. It's called Terra Firma. My buddy here highly recommends it. It's Italian restaurant. One of the other restaurants I find to have a lot of traffic in general for this area. So let me talk to you about some of the communities here. I mentioned a few of them a second ago. There's Boca Bridges is very high end, and they just recently sold out of their community, and they actually have the models for sale, and they're going to be offered next month, October 2021. So if you have any interest in seeing what that's about, that's a high-end community. At the time when they were selling it as new construction, they were they were starting at like 1.2 million, and they go into 2s and 3s. So also nearby in that community here that sold out a while back is Dakota. Lotus is still selling. Lotus is just a little bit north, and it's a little bit more east. So as you can see, there's a ton of shops here. This is another big restaurant. It's called Burt and Max's. That's another big restaurant. I've seen down at the end here, Verona. I see women walking out of that place all the time. So if you're into shopping, ladies, this is like a mecca for shopping. And if you come here like on a Friday afternoon, you'll see people. They'll find a place to eat lunch, and they'll do the shopping. So, anyways, that's Delray Beach Marketplace. This, as far as I know, is the only place where there's free parking here in Delray Beach, Florida. So now we're on the, we're off Atlantic Avenue. We're by the Delray Beach Pavilion. This is the entrance to the Atlantic Ocean here, the beach at Delray Beach. So I'm back at Delray Beach. This time we're during the day. It's around 11:30 on a Thursday, and people are starting to come out. It's a beautiful day. It's here we are mid-September. We're probably about 84 degrees. Humidity's starting to die down a little bit, at least for today it is. As you can see, there's more people here than you would see in the morning. So now I'm approaching the Lifeguard House, and as you can see, they have here all kinds of stuff, such as the water temperature, the time of low tide, and all that good kind of stuff. They also very helpfully they put the guides for the flags. So if we look up here, over that way, we currently have a yellow and a purple flag. And if we look here, we can see what that means. It's medium hazard. Proceed with caution, as I've said in past videos. When you see yellow, it's not perfectly calm, but it's not hazardous where it can create strong currents and drag you out to the water. Also, the orange is for marine life. So things such as stingrays and jellyfish and man-o-war, we do get them down here. We do get sharks as well. In fact, this area, South Florida and all the way through the Bahamas, is like a bastion for sharks, but they don't normally come in this close. It's you're more likely to get stung by a man-o-war or a jellyfish, which is why they post that purple flag. If you were to come here on a Saturday, this place would be a lot more crowded. We had a few days of overcast days lately, and so this is the first nice day, midday, and so forth. It'll probably rain later. That's the typical weather for Florida, South Florida this time of year. But we got a good crowd for Thursday because the weather is cooperating for the first time in a few days here in Delray Beach, Florida. One of the most active times on the walkway here here in Delray is Saturday morning, and actually Sunday morning as well. I don't get out here as often on Sunday morning, but you'll see everyone walking the beach, walking the walkway. They'll be jogging the bike trail. They'll be driving the bike trail. You'll see people on rollerblades. It's sort of it's a scenic time to come here on Saturday morning in Delray Beach. Delray Beach, Florida, truly a gem here in Palm Beach County, Florida.